So, again, as predicted, the YouTube totalitarian tyrants deleted yesterday's episode with President Trump. I predicted that was going to happen. Many of you were prepared. Also, breaking this morning, we appear to be having a problem as well with the interview on the Apple Podcast platform. I will hopefully have an update for you tomorrow, but a lot of people are emailing me saying, hey, I can't find your show on Apple Podcasts either. If I find out Apple was censoring our show too, we will make a big scene about that tomorrow as well. I can't find it. I might look right here. Want to see it? Check it out. You go to the Apple Podcast platform. Look at that. Weird episodes. You don't see Wednesday's episode. Yesterday, interview with President Trump. We're missing that somehow. It's not on the feed. If you downloaded it, it's there, but it's not on the feed now. That's awfully weird. Don't worry, folks. You can always listen to my show at Bongino.com and at rumble.com/Bongino. Now, I have a beach ball theory of this, which I'll get to in a minute, but here's the notification we got from the communists at YouTube yesterday. Paula got it into her email account because she runs the dreadful YouTube account we only keep up to advertise Rumble. Joe, if you'll cue the music, please, I'd appreciate it. Here we go. From YouTube. Need the music. Perfect time. Hey, Dan Bongino. Our team has reviewed your content, and unfortunately, we think it violates our spam, deceptive practices, and scams policy. I can't do this with the music. We've removed the following content from YouTube. Interview with President Trump. Some of you may be saying, what's Armacost playing there in the background? Well, that, of course, would be the Soviet national anthem, which is the national anthem of YouTube. They get up in the morning like this. Because that's what communists do. They're Soviet allies. They're Soviet buddies. Is that not what communists do? By the way, nothing is making me happier than the YouTube losers, your zeros. I can't stand you. I can't stand the company, the people that run it. I use and abuse your platform only to advertise Rumble. And nothing makes me happier than telling you on your platform again today what epic losers you guys are. What do you do that's any different than communists? I'll wait. Hold on. Waiting. Oh, nothing. Communists and fascists and totalitarians crush free speech. The YouTube losers who are listening to the show right now, and you are losers. I really can't stand you. How does that feel that I'm telling you that on your platform, by the way? But as I've said, ban my account. We don't care. We legit don't care. We will only use it to advertise Rumble. How does that make you feel that the exact same tactics fascists and communist losers have used, you use too? Like, oh, wow, that hurts my feelings. Too freaking bad, losers. Don't do loser stuff, and I won't call you a loser. But I predicted you'd pull the video down because, again, you're total zeros. So here's maybe what YouTube should have sent over to us. If they wanted to be intellectually honest. So I'll put up on the Rumble screen, the email of the screen they should have sent to us. It should have read, Dear Comrade, our team has reviewed your content and, unfortunately, it violates our policy forbidding unauthorized thoughts and words. Using unauthorized words and having unauthorized thoughts cannot be tolerated on our platform. Any future use of unauthorized words on this platform will result in expulsion to the gulags, where you're permitted to commiserate with other enemies of the state. Thank you for your attention to this matter, CommieTube. I'd appreciate it, the CommieTube, if you would send me that from now on and just stop the BS about deceptive scams and practices. I'd really appreciate that. Now, proving to you again, because I know a lot of you are getting depressed about the big tech tyrants that are cooperating with the government to enact a police state in the United States. I know you are. I just want you to understand that other vehicles are sprouting up to destroy these big tech tyrants, and they don't even see it coming. It's like CNN that missed Fox News when Fox News started. It was like, oh, look at these idiots over there, and then eventually beat them in the ratings within just a few years. It's happening right now. A parallel economy, is sprouting up right now. This is what I referenced before. Sorry, I swallowed down the wrong pipe this morning. This is what I call my beach ball theory of totalitarians and communists. Communism, fascism, and all of its associated disgusting grotesquities. It never works in the long run because people yearn to be free and speak freely. So I call it the beach ball theory. And you can't keep the beach ball underwater forever. It's eventually going to pop out somewhere else. So YouTube, the communists at YouTube thought it'd be a good idea to crush free speech in my interview with President Trump yesterday. So I'd like you to just look at the Rumble numbers, rumble.com/Bongino, where everybody just went over to Rumble, where we actually respect free speech, and watched it there. And you'll notice in that view count, 426,000 views. Nice job, YouTube. You couldn't have a better commercial for Rumble. Nice job. 426,000 Rumble. By the way, that was just this morning. It'll be at 500,000 by the end of the day, easy. That's in addition, by the way, to 500,000 plus audio downloads we did yesterday. And on Fakebook, another communist platform, I went on Fakebook and did a Fakebook live session announcing that ScrewTube had done what communists do and pulled down our stuff. So I went on Facebook and did a Facebook Live, and I want you to notice in the lower right-hand corner, if you're watching on Rumble right now, my show, you'll see that got 1 million views too. And that was just as of this morning. So whereas ScrewTube tries to constantly do what communists and fascists and all the totalitarian tyrants throughout human history have tended to do, which is to crush freedom and free speech, what happens? Free speech pops up somewhere else on other platforms, like the 1 million views on Facebook. The irony is, if YouTube communists just would have left the interview with President Trump up, it probably realistically would have done, based on my experience, between 250 and 300,000 views on YouTube. Instead of that, my live got 1 million views, and all the people went over to Rumble and boosted that. Nice job, YouTube losers. Nice job. How do you feel being an a-hole? How do you feel? How does that make you feel? That you're total losers who can't even crush free speech the right way. How does that make you feel? And God forbid I find out Apple did this too. They'll be next tomorrow.